Love and Deepspace just released its version 2.0, and with it comes a whole new slew of features. And in this video, we'll be covering what you need to know before playing Love and Deepspace version 2.0, with emphasis on version 2.0. So if you want general tips and tricks, we have a separate video that you can check out after watching this video. We'll discuss chapter updates, the 3D photoshoot and poses, the new battle system, the Abyssal Chaos, the new cafe location, a few speculations, and more. Make sure to stay until the end as we're saving the best for last. So here's what to expect in version 2.0. First off, the new chapters. Unfortunately, we're not getting chapter 9 or the rest of the story in Under Deepspace as of this version. But we are getting a whole new storyline about, you guessed it, the new love interest and companion, Sylus. It is called Long-Awaited Revelry, and currently there are 2 new chapters, each with 11 and 14 sub-stories and challenges respectively. And the story does get darker than the first storyline, both literally and figuratively. That said, we'll finally know more about the denizens of the N109 zone and the location itself. To proceed with these new chapters, you do not need to have completed Chapter 8 of the original main story, or now known as Under Deepspace. But if you could finish the challenges of Under Deepspace Chapter 8, I would recommend completing it first as it makes for a good transition to Sylus' storyline, the Long-Awaited Revelry. As for the reason why it was not treated as a Chapter 9 could be anyone's guess for now, but I do have a theory. During the version 2 showcase, it was announced that we will be expecting branching storylines for the first 3 companions starting this September. And the Long-Awaited Revelry is already Sylus' root or branch of the story. To the Otome fans, think of the first 8 chapters of Under Deepspace as the common root. And the separate storylines could be the love interest's roots. Maybe. This is all speculation on my part, but what do you think? Once you finish the chapters, come back here and let me know in the comments below. Moving on to the new 3D camera feature that can be found under Dating, Photo Studio, Glint Photo Booth. This is one of my favorite new features in the game and undoubtedly the most popular feature within the community right now. You can make it dramatic, feed your Delulu, or just live your K-drama realness. And it's not just the output that is worth it. The journey in getting these awesome shots can get hilariously funny. The UI is pretty intuitive and easy to use that I find myself wasting hours away in getting that perfect distance, angle, lighting, effects, and outfit. You can use all the existing poses in your possession, but there are new ones that come free in this recent update, and others that can be bought at the item and exchange shop. And I'm glad that there are now general duo poses. These poses are not locked onto a love interest or companion, so you could apply these on all 4. There are also dynamic poses which make the photo shoots under the Glint photo booth look more natural. As the name suggests, these poses are where you and/or the companions are moving, but don't worry, movement is pretty slow. And it makes for a more candid shot in my opinion. I don't think I will get bored of this feature anytime soon. But if you don't feel like navigating through all of those customizable features, or if you just had one of those days that you don't want to decide on anything, worry not, the game's got you covered. There are presets and templates that you can choose from. This is also where you can save your poses, and currently there are 2 default slots. And you can buy more with gems. Then we have the wish changes. The Deepspace gift under X-Space Echo has now extended up to 600 pulls. If you're not familiar with the Deepspace gift, these are rewards that you can claim when you make a certain number of wishes under X-Space Echo. Depending on the number of pulls, you can claim Empyrean wishes or SR and SSR crates. If you're not familiar, X-Space Echo is the standard or permanent banner in Love and Deepspace and uses Empyrean wishes to pull in this banner. This means that unless the game gets a major overhaul, this banner will remain the same with the occasional new memories being added to this pool. While the limited time banner is usually event dependent, uses Deepspace wishes to pull in this banner, and will only be available within a limited period. And in most cases, once the event ends, the featured 5-star memories will not be attainable through any other means, and will not be added to X-Space Echo. There will be a countdown on the expiry of the event in-game, so you won't miss out. Now with Sylus introduced in this version, his memories are also now available and part of the pool in both X-Space Echo and Galaxy Explorer. It's worth mentioning though that before you pull, it's recommended to unlock Sylus as a companion first by completing the Long-Awaited Revelry Chapter 1.8. This is so that the affinity from gaining new memories would count. However, I have seen in the community that even if you haven't unlocked him yet, the affinity points will just accumulate and you'll obtain it in lump sum once you've unlocked Sylus. But when in doubt, always go for the more cautious option. And speaking of Sylus, his primary stalactrums or color memories are pink and green. You can see this in his solar memories. Oh, and if you're not familiar, to get to this page, go to With Him, select Sylus, then Collections, then Memories. You'll see here all the available memories. In combat, Sylus comes with 2 companions, the Otherworldly Visitor and Relentless Conqueror, the Myth Companion. Both of which are DPS, single target types, and in both cases, he uses his fist with energy attacks, more prevalent with Relentless Conqueror. I do want to take a moment to appreciate how gorgeous the animation is for both ultimate skills. As an aside, Sylus's directional orbit energy is open on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Similar to the other companions or love interests, this is where you'll get gold, gems, accessories, and even special colored outfits. If these sound like something you'd like to obtain, make sure not to ignore the Deep Space trials, which you can find in the battle menu. One new reward to take note of is the dynamic avatar frame that you can claim when you are able to complete the Senior Hunter contest with full stars. While there are new rewards added under the Senior Hunter contest like core energies and protocore chests, which I am thankful for since any additional materials are wanted on my end, this dynamic avatar frame takes the cake. This is a limited frame which you'll only have for 14 days. It lets your friends know that you've completed the previous Senior Hunter contest with flying colors. And from my understanding, you'll be able to claim it again in the next Senior Hunter contests as long as you keep completing the season with full stars. Up next is the Abyssal Chaos. It gets a bit confusing at first with all the new jargon, but it does get easier, so I'll try my best to explain it in simple terms. First off, similar to the Senior Hunter contest season, Abyssal Chaos has a point cycle which is also every 2 weeks. And similar to earning chocolates from the playtime features, there's also a limit to how many points you can earn in a cycle. These points, called the deduction points, can be used to upgrade the reward level in Abyssal Chaos, which will grant you rewards such as diamonds, outfits, accessories, and awakening hearts. To earn these deduction points, you will have to start a deduction. This is basically the meat or the battle here in Abyssal Chaos mode. In the deduction, you'll choose a companion and face the deduction together with randomly generated nodes and diverging paths. This follows a storyline and your choices may affect the outcome of the deduction. You can check out each available node and see what you have to do or what will happen, as well as the rewards for each node. Aside from defeating wanderers, there are various puzzles that you need to solve, some random incidents, and more story-related events. You will earn power-ups like codes and gene factors, and items that can help you go through your deductions more easily. However, everything you acquire in this mode will only be available in Abyssal Chaos and not in any other battle modes like the hunts, orbits, or hunter contests. Other points of interest are the records, general genes, and companion genes. The records is like your collection of what you encountered in the Abyssal Chaos. The cases is where you can reminisce about the story during deductions with each companion. The incidents is where you'll find the random events you encountered with each companion. Codes is where you can see all of the codes you collected. And of course, items will show you all the items you collected. All of these records will reward you with diamonds when you make some progress in your collections. For the general genes, these are power-ups that will apply to all of the companions, and you have to activate each node using general factors. For the companion genes, it works like the general genes, but is more specific to a companion and uses a specific companion factor. Unlocking nodes here will also reward you with diamonds. If you're interested in learning more about this new feature, let us know in the comments. Moving on, we have the new achievements. First is the long overdue new cafe skin and background music. You can unlock the new location, Destiny Cafe Silver Bay branch, by completing the main story under Deep Space Chapter 413, while you get the Opposing Visions background music by logging in for 150 days. You can change the location and background music by tapping the speech bubble on the main page, then selecting either the musical note icon for the background music or the location pin for the location. Similar to the first cafe, the new location comes with real-time lighting from day to dusk to night. And then we have the 60 days workout with each companion. This of course now includes Sylus as well. You'll get the exclusive medals for each companion once you work out with them for 60 days, and don't worry, it's not consecutive days. And I'm glad that spending quality time with him was added to the daily tasks so that we won't forget to do the workout. If you don't know, you can work out with any companion by clicking the speech bubble on the main page, then choosing quality time at the bottom of the screen. Choose workout and select the time you want to spend with him. For the achievement, any time would do as long as you complete one in one day. And then we have Dating Sylus 101. There's just something refreshing in seeing an intimidating man with a look that could unalive someone hanging out in a cafe with us. And oh boy, we are so testing the limits. As a new companion, every dating feature is available for him. Sylus is a shrewd businessman wherever he goes. In kitty cards, he trades his 2 cards for one of your cards, so technically there's no cheating here. As for the claw machine, their exchanges are already funny enough, but seeing him get excited in getting a plushie is quite adorable for me. His exclusive plushies are Grumpy Crow and Smiley Dino. Both are so cute, and I can't wait to see Sylus in chibi form with a Grumpy Crow costume. His special ability in the claw machine is summoning a new plushie into the machine, which is pretty useful if you're looking for or collecting a specific plushie. While it doesn't help you catch the plushie, I find that Sylus is pretty good at getting plushies, at least in my playthrough. And unfortunately, his special ability doesn't work on the 2-prong claw machines. Seeing him on moments is pretty amusing, especially when he comments on your past posts. But yeah, you'll be able to give him the full experience from changing his avatar, background, bow customization, you get the drill. As much as I enjoy his banter with MC or you for that matter, his reactions to using nicknames are just so cute and fun to watch. If you're not familiar, you can set specific nicknames at affinity level 30 per companion by going to your profile. Tap on the pen icon next to your name, then go to the nickname tab. The nicknames that will trigger reactions are Babe, Honey, Darling, and Girlfriend. This time around, Sylus is already voiced. Enjoy! As for his quality time, just a gentle reminder that you would unlock it at affinity level 20. You can hang out with him for work or study while he cleans his gun. At affinity level 30, you unlock working out with him. In his case, it's boxing, and it just matches him so well. Then in his skinship, Sylus is more feisty for a lack of a better term, at least compared to the other 3. I guess he just doesn't shy away from any challenge, even this. Here's just some of the fan favorites. Overall, even though Sylus isn't my preference, he's certainly growing on me. That gap moe just hits different. And there you have it. We have been spoiled, ladies. Also, some bonus content, pure speculation really, but I'm sure I'm not the only one getting my hopes up in this coming soon. Only Sylus has been confirmed as an additional companion ever since the start of Love and Deepspace. And it has been assumed that the coming soon before was for him, but now, I think that there's hope for all the Caleb stans out there. Also, layout is an integral part of any mobile game. With a limited screen, optimizing it is a no-brainer. But here, the layout is far too ugly, incoherent for Sylus to be the only one below. And if you optimize the space here, there's an obvious 2 more slots available. So is having 6 companions too far off? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. And if you haven't seen it already, we discuss various Love and Deepspace news, tips, features, and combat on this channel. So if you're looking for more Love and Deepspace content, definitely check this out. See you there and stay awesome, gamers!